Alright, let me adjust up my settings here. Hello. Alright. There we go. God. Anyway, have a good... Well, anyway, I've had really, how do I put this? It's been a very, not tough, but very striking day, but with that said, I want to get this over and done with, and it's time! And hello to Joshua and DKO. I understand that you were doing a show, but the thing is, I've been meaning to do this show for a long time, like on Saturday, but of course something came up, and obviously I couldn't do it, so I had to postpone it to today. But yeah, if I don't know if you're still doing your show, Mr. DKO, but if you guys like wrestling better, you're gonna go to Dark Angel DKO's show. Very cool show, and also Blaze Radio and Clinton. Great to see you guys as well. I'm surprised Jake Bagwell's not here though. Oh, thunderstorms? Oh, okay. Well, I just hope it wasn't because of me or whatnot, but all right. Nice. I'm happy that you're walking again. Before I forget, where is I'm looking for one Jake Bagwell. Only problem is there's so many Jake Bagwells, I don't even know which one is which, but hopefully I can find them. But but in any event, the only other person I can get to is Coltrane, and then the other matchup is between Mr. Cleveland Browns fan 32 and Najee. So those are the people that are going to be featured. And if time permits, we might get some new people on the show, or on this series, that is. Okay, now where is... Oh, here he is. Here's Cole. So before I get that game off, let's see. I sent a link to Bagwell. All right, cool. Because I'm gonna contact Cole, his opponent. Now, what we do know is that the Titans and the Steelers have made it to the semifinals. That much we do know. Oh, shoot. But I'm happy that you're doing pretty well, that you're walking again, and what more can I say about that? Except I'm happy that you're walking again. Now, recently I had some lunch, so I got a little bit of gas, so hopefully that subsides pretty quickly. Okay. Going back to work next week. Okay. Well, I'm happy that you are going to go back to work next week. Still on recovery. All right, cool. Also, hello, Crushing Kelly. And Mythic Legends. Oh, shoot. Wrong link. There we go. Now I sent it to Cole, so he should be fine. And Enforcer, what's up, man? Let me just set up one more thing here. Oh, shoot. There we go. Alright, that looks good. Alright, cool. Well, of course you would, Radio Rex. You'll be moving your stuff to a new apartment tomorrow. I'm happy. Okay, well, now that we got all that, let's get to our next game. It is between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Green Bay Packers, which actually happened last night. So the question is, are the Bucs going to win again here in this game? Or are the Packers going to get revenge and go to the next round? To the semifinals, that is. So for the Buccaneers, I mean, they have Cole Wesson, a.k.a. Elock, and the Packers have Jake Bagwell. Okay, so, alright, so that's cool. Partly cloudy is fine. It was beyond rigged. Well, this shouldn't be rigged. At least I don't think it will be. Alright, cool. Green Bay needs redemption. Tampa's going to the Super Bowl in I think you meant to say real life. Yeah, in real life they are going to the Super Bowl, which they are hosting. That is, that's never happened before. Oh yeah, I saw your idea on, I think it was Instagram.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one, between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay
Sorry, I'm just making sure I keep track of my messages. All right, here we go. Yes, Jake is putting his time between the NFL and wrestling. Got to go make money. I got child support.
Certainly two of the best in the business.
It was a farce. Brady is dating the refs.
For long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
All right, so it looks like Tampa Bay is going to get the ball to start off with. Now, of course, every game is 5 minutes a quarter. So of course, these games are not going to drag out longer than they should.
And no run back.
Well, thank you.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
Well, of course, it also features Logan Hinton, our good friend Logan.
Prepping for this game.
That's a guy that you got to watch out for. In addition to Cole Wesson.
He talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
All right, Logan looking for a guy. He does, and he gets another first down. Or gets a first down for the first time, excuse me.
Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so
Now, of course, Tampa Bay last year made it to the semifinals, but they're going to have a tougher road given the fact they're going up against Green Bay. And a run that doesn't get too many yards on that one.
For a pickup of right around 5. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have
Alex
to key on
Kappa.
Mike Evans.
And then, of course, you have Chris Godwin and Evans. You got to watch out for those guys.
Agile plays as well.
And then, of course, Clinton says that he will join the Packers for next playoff season that we do. Now, whether it's here on this particular version of Madden or the next, well, a short pass, but unfortunately not too many yards. In fact, that results in a loss of 2 yards. So Alexander with a tackle for loss.
No good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw.
And Hinton trying to find somebody, and
it's caught by Mike Evans.
Now, it's caught, but was it in bounds? Nope. Well, I mean, it was in bounds, but it wasn't past the first down line. Instead, it's 1 yard short of a first down. Also, hey, Walter Johnson, what's up? Green Bay was so good. Okay. Yes, you're on the Ravens right now, Cruz. And mainly for the fact that someone was on the Ravens, but they were MIA, so I was like, okay, well, since you are a wide receiver, I'm like, I'll just put you on the Ravens. But you are going to be playing with Lamar Jackson at quarterback. Anyway, a punt. And now Green Bay gets the ball for the first time, but it's going to angle at the 6 yard line.
At the 6 yard line.
So, actually, very good punt there by. Not sure the guy's name there, but they did a great job on special teams there.
Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
I just need to see what position on defense needs help. In the meantime, Aaron Rodgers taking position here.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now currently, Jake Bagwell is linebacker, but right now he's on the bench just waiting for his chance. But in the meantime,
he's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And while that happens, Cole Wesson, defensive tackle, number 99, is on the field. There you see number 99.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers
they hand it off.
It's Aaron Jones.
But they don't get very many yards on that one. In fact, they lose a yard.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Kelly is too. Just need to see what position on defense needs help.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Jones,
they run it again,
and they'll hit
but
him for a loss as he's back to his 2 yard line.
Wow, I mean,
a
couple of runs, and yet they don't get any positive yardage on that one.
You know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like
yes, you are on the Ravens. Yes.
It was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass.
Yeah, Super Bowl is going to be good. It's going to be awesome. And WWE Network is moving to NBC. Yeah, it seems like that.
J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out.
And it has a lot to do with NBC Sports Network going out. And, we have a flag. And it's a face mask against, I believe that's Green Bay. Yeah. And that's another thing that Green Bay cannot afford to do is commit penalties like this.
They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And of course, later on we have the Browns at the Chiefs, so that's something there.
Discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
And they run it. They get a couple more yards. All right, so a good 6-yard run to begin. Very modest.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yeah, if Green Bay had won, we would have had Green Bay at the Chiefs rematch of the original Super Bowl.
On that last play, here's 2nd and 4.
But it was not meant to be, unfortunately. Hands it off. And
he's dropped just before the line to gain.
I don't think he got the first down there. All right, well, here is the defensive line here. Kenny Clark.
I love a unit that can control the run.
The linebackers, number 53, Jake Bagwell. There you see him.
Terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball.
Then, of course, you have Darnell Savage to worry about.
Look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
A lot of people are accusing Brady of cheating, but objectively speaking, Green Bay just couldn't get the job done, though. Am I streaming tomorrow? I don't know. Oh, that was so close. Could have been intercepted, but it falls incomplete, and it's 4th and inches.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him down.
Also, hello, Nicole McQueen.
Opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
I mean, oh, wow. Kevin King nearly got himself an interception. But that was close. Fourth and inches, great defensive stop. Now, the question is it enough for... Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for a field goal. Can they get this one?
It's a 47-yard attempt.
And he gets it. And it gets just enough. So the Bucs get a field goal to take the lead 3-0.
There, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
I feel let down in this matchup. Well, why is that, Joshua? Joshua-san. Oh, gosh. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of changes coming our way here. Anyway.
This is taken at his 4.
And they get to about the 29. Very good return there. Mainly the defense in both sides are relentless. Well, and as they should be.
Getting ready to go as they take the field.
I mean,
the last go around, they really couldn't get anything
a victory puts you one step closer to Super Bowl, so that's what's at stake.
Field position battle is a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
And a jet sweep. Oh, but that was poorly run by Allison. Wow. I'm like, dude, you cannot do shake and bake. You gotta, you gotta go one direction and go for it.
Open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that.
Wow, that was a poorly executed one. The offensive line did their job, but the runner just did not do it. So now they got to do something different now. He gets one. Oh, a deep ball, but incomplete.
The coverage there.
The Chiefs are in their 3rd Super Bowl. Yep, that's right. Actually, no. They are in their 4th because the Chiefs made it to Super Bowl 2 and lost to the Packers.
The threat of a second straight punt to start.
Oh, I'm sorry. They made it to Super Bowl 1 and lost to the Packers. They made it to Super Bowl 4 and won against the Vikings. Then it would be another 50 years before they would win another one, and that was last year. So, no, this is their 4th position there. What do you mean by position? Like position on football?
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Yeah, that's my question. In football? You know, because there's a different meaning to what you mean by position. Yes, okay. Wide receiver. Yep, you're a wide receiver, but yes, that is true. Anyway, have I been made for this on this game yet? Or no, I have not. But if you do stick around, Mr. DKO, I will make you.
Here's Rodgers.
And another completion, and ooh, that could have been a touchdown had he not been taken down. Great job there by Graham. So yeah, had Whitehead not taken him down by the legs or by his feet, that would have been a touchdown easily.
Selling the vertical route, get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing.
Browns have never won a Super Bowl. That's right. In fact, I don't even think they've ever been to a Super Bowl. You know, I mean, the Ravens used to be the Browns, but when they became the Ravens, they did, but still.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams.
Good carry there by Williams.
Down to the 14-yard
and
line.
It's 2nd and inches. That's not bad.
On the last two plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front.
All right, 2nd and inches.
Just following those guys through there for a nice
and they get it.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
So they get the first down.
Yard, but it's a first down.
It's not much, but just enough.
Exactly where the first down marker was. Handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Yeah, the Browns have won titles, but they just never won the Super Bowl. The last time they won the championship was in '64, and that was before the Super Bowl was a thing. And so, yeah.
They show passing formation, showing the shotgun.
Yeah, they won 4 NFL titles in 50, as well as, and then back-to-back in 54, 55, and in 64. That's right.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
And another completion.
That's complete.
And it's to Allison with the 3rd and 1. They only need 1 to get a fresh set of downs, but they are within 4 yards of a touchdown. Yeah, and they won all 4 AAFL championships because, well, they only had 4 seasons.
4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
And the AAFL was responsible for bringing in the Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. And a good completion to Adams as he gets just enough for a first down. And now a 1st and goal. Also, hello to Zach Walker.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Well, I'm probably not the most knowledgeable, but I just know more than the average person may know, really. But anyway.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And a touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison with a huge catch and a big completion there by Rodgers, and the Packers take the lead.
Exactly right. That was time.
So my team, unfortunately, to answer Cruz, the Ravens are already eliminated from the playoffs. So, yeah, you're gonna have to wait until next playoff season, buddy. But at least you're on the team, so at least I got you there. I suppose. Anyway, PAT is good, so 7-3.
A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score.
So Green Bay gets the job done. So now it's going to be up to Logan and the rest of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to answer back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
There, Crosby with a good kick, and
this is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
well, all right. So 25 yards, or at the 25-yard line, rather.
The Tampa Bay offense now.
Wait, you want to get traded?
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
70, Indy.
Let's get fired up and let's get this going. All right, here we go.
Try and start this drive in the air.
And an incompletion.
And it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Anyway, we tried to look for Chris Godwin, but that was off the mark.
Able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game
for no 2 seasons.
Like it's coming. The first sack, the first turnover.
That was kind of worded weirdly, though. But
right now,
anyway,
the new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And a completion.
A quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to get
and that's going to be all right. So 3rd and 1, and that's the 2-minute warning.
Sets him up better for 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit
Not a
to
problem.
Jonathan
So
Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
And another completion and a 1st down. So now Logan is starting to get his rhythm. And if that's the case, Green Bay could be in trouble.
When Mike Evans sees
Mike Evans,
I don't think
doing exactly what you expect him to do.
I guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it. Because
I've been a Green Bay fan since Brett Favre. Yeah, because before that,
they'll set up to throw.
And an incompletion.
Big O.J. Howard is intended.
He might go to the Packers.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
For next season, Cruz.
There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
And Hinton gets another completion, and so far, Tampa Bay wants to answer back and retake the lead again.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
They have all 3 timeouts, and they've been moving the field.
Only got 3 points.
Moving the chain, so to speak.
Gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Yes, or KC. Well, okay. We'll see what happens then.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And Logan, another completion. And a timeout.
Going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Ready.
And Jake just wanting to make sure that his guys can get a stop. Intercepted! Take it out! And Alexander with a huge interception when it was tipped up.
Defensively that time,
and he takes it all the way to the 12, but
what lesson can you learn there?
But a huge interception, and Green Bay takes over.
And the defensive backs reacted. But they don't react like they do.
He had it in his arms, but he dropped it, and it ended up in the hands of Alexander.
React at least a half a second faster.
What a huge play!
Where you want to go with the ball.
I mean, look at he had it in his hands, but he couldn't hold on to it. But if he had, that's man. Tampa Bay would have taken the lead back had he actually caught it.
Not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in
field goal. But also, hey, what's up, Darius? What's up, man?
Definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
All right, so now Green Bay has it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
And a completion.
And his tight end, Graham.
And they will call timeout.
Going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Right now, not good. Why?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And ooh, that could have been nearly intercepted by number 54.
Geronimo Allison, the target there, but it'll be second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Again, I just hope that it's nothing too serious, really. Anyway, and he gets a man, and they call timeout.
Going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Rodgers again now.
And another completion.
Allison complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective.
I don't know what this is. Well, this is American football, not to be confused with soccer or football, as it's called. So,
stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Think of it as a fusion of Football International and rugby.
Rodgers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And again, it's Rodgers.
And Rodgers trying to find somebody, and incomplete.
17 seconds now on the
17
clock
seconds
here.
now.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
So yeah, it's kind of an Americanized version of rugby.
Yeah,
except it's not like rugby, however. It's not like...
that leads to a second and 10.
So yeah, this is a modified version of rugby. And they're going to run, but that was not a good idea.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Yeah, you had a clean finish there, and they are not going to get another play off.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And Connor got knocked out last night. Yes, he did. I mean, and that's funny because you fought Connor in UFC 4, and then he gets knocked out in real life against Dustin Poirier. But let's see, who gets the ball first? I think Green Bay gets it because Tampa Bay got it first in the first half. So Green Bay is going to start off with the ball. So if you're Green Bay, you want a touchdown to really put the pressure on Tampa Bay as we go through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
So he's not going to risk it. He's just going to start at the 25.
Rodgers, we focus on him for our player spotlight. Now, they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. Yeah. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense.
You might want to refresh, Jake Bagwell, like your stream, because you may be behind here.
As we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you
downloading NFL on your phone.
Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
I just hope that you have plans, you know, or money to do it. If it costs money, I don't know. I just don't want you to get in trouble, though. Anyway, nice run to get a first down by Jones.
Some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about
okay, cool.
patience,
All right, so I'm happy that it's free. All right. So at least, you know, the more you watch the game, the more you realize, oh, this is how it works.
Because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
oh, okay,
hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
And, ooh, nice one. Nice one. And they get another first down.
Midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
So far, Rodgers has also been,
after the catch.
you know,
in this situation,
has been effective.
Able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Watch when I leave the Ravens, they win. Well, Nicole, the Ravens lost, actually, to the Steelers
back-to-back good
in part one of round 2. So if you go back to the last football stream that I did, they lost. So, yeah. But yeah, the Ravens did win one game, but they didn't get any further than that.
Receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it
so, and Jake is just saying to his offensive guys, keep the ball moving. And another catch and another first down.
Complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Weston doing everything he can, you know, to keep his team alive, to try to hope to get that ball back if you are Tampa Bay.
He's able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run it again, and another first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Sure.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They stay on the ground this time.
And another run, but this time, yeah, I think they might have ran it one time too many. You got to mix in your runs and your passes, because if you do the same thing over and over again, they will make adjustments to it, and they will get to you. And that's exactly what Tampa Bay did. I mean, that was a good. I mean, that was a great play there by Golston. I mean, Golston, very good player, very smart player.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
All right, so 2nd and 12.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's
and
by Adams.
Adams with a catch, but they only get 3 yards on that one.
Third down.
Yeah, ran too many times. Yep, that's true. Now 3rd and 8. Now the question is, what do you do?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
If you're Tampa Bay, you want to get this stop.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Rodgers gets a reception and a touchdown. Now here's a flag. What's the flag against?
So let's see what this is about.
And oh man, that was a holding penalty against Green Bay. That'll take away that touchdown. Oh man.
To get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Oh man, that.
So following the holding
picked
call,
a bad time to commit a penalty, and if you're Tampa Bay, you got to take advantage of this.
Operating from the gun,
Rodgers trying to find somebody. He does, but he does not get very far.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads.
He gets 5 yards, but not very much.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. It'll be a 47-yard
All right, Crosby with a field goal attempt.
Oh,
Blocked! Blocked!
It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
And instead of scoring even 3 points, they come away with nothing, and Tampa Bay now has a chance to take the lead again.
There's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
I'll tell you what, Tampa Bay, they needed that stop.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get
but now it's up to Logan. Can he get the job done? So far, he has one interception
to be frank, they got
to his name.
Grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter.
Well, now Jake Bagwell back in the game.
For points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And a first down.
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football. And
Logan,
really nice
misfires that time.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and that'll bring up second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves.
And a quick pass. He did not get the tackle. Wow, that was bad tackling. And credit Chris Godwin for you gotta credit Godwin for not giving up on that play. But Smith had the initial tackle and he couldn't keep him down. That's another thing that's going to kill you is that if you don't get the guy at the initial tackle and he stands on his feet, I mean that's more yards and another first down. Now, Tampa Bay, of course, that's exactly what you need.
Touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They hand it off. And, well, that time they got him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They get only 2 yards on that. And that's going to end the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, not a problem, Cruz. And there's C. Bagwell, number 53.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 8.
And a completion, but not too many yards there.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first.
They only get 1 yard on that one. 3rd and 7. If you're Green Bay, you want to get this stop.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
I mean, even if Tampa Bay gets a field goal, that's only good enough for a 1-point lead, or a 1-point deficit, excuse me. And a completion, but they don't get the first down.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
So 4th and 2.
Down, here we go.
Oh, they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. And if they miss this,
they'll run it with Jones.
And they got it.
And they've got it inside.
Not only did they get it, they now are within
after they rip
a
off
first and goal
solid
situation.
chunk of
That's a
yardage in the
huge
ground
play.
game on a risky fourth down
It was
call.
risky because if they
Remember,
missed
that was
that,
fourth and a full 2
Green Bay
yards.
could
There's
just
a big
hold on to the
difference
ball
between
and,
that
you know,
fourth
try to
and
run
maybe
out the
6
clock,
inches
but
or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Because
instead,
when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak.
I mean, that was just great blocking on the part of Green or on Tampa Bay, excuse me.
How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
All right, so first and goal.
Back to throw. The quick slant caught.
A good catch there. They managed to get to the 1 yard line. Second and goal.
7 that time. Second and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And a run, and this time, Jake Bagwell prevents the score. I mean, so great stop there by Bagwell.
Very short.
Now it's third and goal, still at the 1.
His coach prior to the game, he's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play.
Goal line stand.
Make the stop before it turns into something big.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches.
Another run, and this time they get it.
Into the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in.
So this time they get it.
Retake the lead.
Just great blocking.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
And
he's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
All right, so it's a 3-point game. So Green Bay needs at least a field goal to tie, but they would love to get that touchdown and get the lead back. Yeah, you tried, but it's a team game. It's not an individual game. And although certain individuals can do so many great things, at the end, it just comes down to who can, execute their game plan.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And they'll bring it a few
and they'll start at the 23.
To the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Jose, I've been very patient with you. And I've done so much for you and your brother, and yet you do so many stupid things not behind my back, but rather, but you do so much to get yourself in hot water that you left me no other choice, and an incompletion.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw
what is going on?
Trash their way,
Jose has just completely lost it, and I just
hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
And another incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete.
So now
as well.
that's two
Graham,
incompletions in a row.
Receiver, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
And Rodgers trying to find somebody. He does, but not very many yards, unfortunately.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He's stopped
Wow.
at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion.
Right now, Green Bay is just falling apart at the seams
One
at
of
this
the money
point.
routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver.
And that's something I didn't want for you to, deal with.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers.
Packers go for it, and they don't get it. They don't get it, and Tampa Bay's going to take over on downs.
They're going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And really no one's fault, but unfortunately, it's just like the defense fell apart, and now the offense fell apart.
The 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And a completion.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see.
Yeah, the Tampa Bay curse continues, sadly.
Having time to talk it over. Now back to throw.
And another touchdown. It's over. If it wasn't over before, it's over now. More likely than not, Tampa Bay gets another touchdown.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter.
And for Logan Hinton, that was a big play. I don't know what else to say.
I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Yeah, defense needs help because they are blowing gaps left and right.
Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
And the thing is, like, Green Bay, like this is our 3rd Madden playoff season. In season 1, Green Bay won the Super Bowl. Season 2, the Seattle Seahawks won the Super Bowl. 3.
What I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team. What do you need? What's going on here? There's always one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And another incompletion. Something's going on with Rodgers because Rodgers
had an open man that time.
He just has not been able to connect on anything.
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers.
And finally a completion and a first down, but it may be too little too late.
The 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Now Rodgers.
Rodgers with another first down. But again, time is against them.
The 46-yard
I mean, even if they score a touchdown, they'd have to do it really quick and try to get an offside kick and then score quickly. So time is really against them here. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that, obviously.
About to hit 30 seconds.
And Rodgers nearly intercepted again.
That football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers.
Rodgers gets another first down, but...
And he is tackled
all right,
inside
timeout.
the 40, not quite to the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37.
All right, 18 seconds left.
Rodgers going to throw.
And he gets the completion, and they'll call timeout.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
I mean, it's just like the Tampa Bay curse is just a thing, I guess. And it's not like Green Bay hasn't won a championship with Aaron Rodgers. They did, but that was 10 years ago. You know, IRL.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Rodgers. And
he held on to it too
of course,
long.
Rodgers not the spring chicken that he once was. Otherwise, he probably would have ran it. But then he gets sacked. Yeah, because at one point they needed at least 3 at one point, but now that's not even going to be enough. Not even a touchdown and a 2-point conversion is not enough.
To go on 2nd down after the
He very well could be at the end of his game.
One final try now for Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Could he
and that's going to,
nope,
incomplete, and that's going to do it.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
So Logan, of course, gets the win, and for Aaron Rodgers, just like in real life, who knows what will happen.
How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So the Buccaneers get the win, 17-7. And we'll find out who will be part of that.
Just about do it for
the only
Charles
thing I know,
Davis.
let's see,
You've been watching
okay,
the
Clinton,
NFL
and I don't know if Crushing Kelly's here, and DKO, but we still have one game left to go,
from Lambeau.
And that's going to determine, and of course the Buccaneers move on, and they will face the Steelers in the semifinals. So, well, Jake, you actually had a good run. I mean, you beat the Falcons in the first round, but in the second round, you fell short against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I believe, yeah, your team lost. So yeah. In fact, let's take a look at some of the stats really quick. Logan, of course, has a touchdown and an interception, even though he has the lowest rating. He had the higher completion percentage. Rushing, okay, not bad. Receiving, not bad either. And then, let's see, did he get who got a sack? Jason Pierre-Paul, of course, a former Giant. Then you have Jake Bagwell, who had 1 tackle. It was a big tackle in that goal line stand that, had it been successful, we would be talking about a different game altogether. So, yeah, I hate to say it, but the Tampa Bay curse is real. But that's another hurdle to have to overcome at another time. Okay. So, yes, I will sign you up for next season, without question. All right, so the next 2 people are Browns fan 32 and our good friend Najee. So let me let both those guys know that they are up next. That is, if I can find them. That is. Tampa is the new Patriots? I don't know. Okay. All right, I'm just letting Browns fan know. Crazy how WrestleMania this year is in Tampa too. Well, it was supposed to be last year, and then the other person is Najee. So let me get him. All right, so I'm just letting him know. Okay. So now that I got those, now that I let those 2 guys know, it's about time. And if time permits, I will and Crushing Kelly and who else? And let's see, Crushing Kelly, DKO. There's also Jinku, among others, who wanted to be made. So, and so if you guys are still in the chat, by the time this game is over, I'll do some player creation, so to speak. So. What happened to RWF? I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but trust me, I wish I would know, but I don't. And of course, this is the Cleveland Browns when they had Odell Beckham Jr., and yet they actually did better IRL, this year, getting to the playoffs than they did the year before. Which I kind of find is strange, given that they don't have Odell. It's just that Odell might have really held them back. And plus, the coach wasn't really that good either. So, there's always that. Okay. Okay, cool. Nice. He is a cancer. Yes. And Browns fan, there you are. Okay, so now that we have at least one person in the chat who has a game here, let's get it started. Now the Browns, they beat the Raiders in the first round, whereas the Chiefs had a first-round bye as there were 15 teams to start the playoffs, and of course the seeding is based on the final regular season record in the 2020 season. So that's how. So that's pretty much how the playoff brackets came to be. So whoever wins this game
Hello, everybody.
will
It's the
take on the
coach.
Tennessee
This is
Titans in the
Madden
next
20
round.
on
Also,
EA
hey,
Sports.
Najee, what's up? That's the other guy
We've
that's
got
also
what
in
should
this.
be an intriguing
So
matchup
either Browns fan
between the
or
Cleveland
Najee will
Browns
move on
and the
to take on the
Kansas City
Titans.
Chiefs. With that, we're out to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach.
This matchup is giving me flashbacks. Let's see if the Chiefs can actually exercise their demons, or if history is going to repeat itself here in Kansas City.
Any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
So definitely Browns fan did pretty well in his debut. I mean, he didn't really have to do much given the fact that Cleveland was really good on offense and the Raiders just sucked.
Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada.
But now they will go up against a much more tougher team in Kansas City, so they got their work cut out for them.
Getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that.
So Browns fan is a cornerback,
exactly right.
number 32, and Najee is a linebacker, number 7. So both guys are defensive guys, so you're not going to see them on offense. So apparently JWE wants to go for the Browns.
Ready to get this one started.
All right, here we go.
A sea of red. We're underway in Kansas City. Fielded about a yard deep.
And they got about, how many for? Okay, so they got to the 29-yard line. Not a bad start.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas
and of course,
quarterback. It's
yep,
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. And I have to say, you know, even though they managed to get to the divisional round, you know, the fact that Cleveland did so well, I would have to think that they're going to, you know, be a force to be reckoned with in years to come. I mean, what's with all the caps, man? Also, what's up, Najee?
First carry for Nick Chubb.
And Nick Chubb, great first down run.
He takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision.
That was a good first down run there by Chubb to start off with the Cleveland Browns. And the fact that they have Odell Beckham Jr., you know, we'll see if, you know, on paper, Cleveland should have been better last year. And
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. Just a yard on the catch there.
They only get a yard on that one.
Let's meet the offense. Greg Robinson.
So they have Greg Robinson on offense. Then you have Odell Beckham Jr., Nick Chubb. Those are the guys you got to watch out for on offense. And Landry, too. Those are the guys that you got to watch out for if you're Kansas City on defense. Let's see. Where is Najee?
They go with Chubb on second down.
And they try to go for another run, but they weren't fooled.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a
good
yard.
tackle there by Suggs.
Third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. All
right, 3rd and 10. A big first down completion or
DB out there for the
a
Chiefs.
third down conversion would be huge for Cleveland to keep this momentum.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Mayfield is going to go for it. Oh, nearly got it.
Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an
okay, so it was intercepted out of bounds, so that's an incompletion.
Third down in any game you play, and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
All right, so Kansas City gets a stop and forces a punt.
Here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
All right, so he kicks it away.
There, and it's a good one.
Kicks it in. Is it going to stay in bounds?
Amazing, perfect.
They keep it in bounds.
The ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard. The starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Yeah, they downed it at the 1, so now Kansas City is pinned at their 1 yard line. So for Browns fan, this is his opportunity to possibly force a bad situation with he and the rest of his teammates. They're going to run it.
Carry now. This is Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry. So
they only get 1 yard on that one.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
They run it again. They get a couple more yards and a little bit more room to work with.
Shy of the 5 yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1 yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and 6. This is a big one if you're Cleveland, and just as big for Kansas City. He fakes it.
Here's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell.
And Bell gets a catch and a first down.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On first down.
Oh, well, that time they got him.
Not able to break away.
In fact, that's a no-gain. Giving up third down conversions, just like the real Browns. I can tell the sarcasm there.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On second down, Williams.
And then, oh, we got a flag. What do we got?
Mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Yeah, that's a face mask. That's something you also don't want to do. And that is, you know, give up easy yardage, and that's gonna give him a first down.
How you get the face mask, any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And Kelce with a big catch and another first down.
45-yard line.
11 yards.
11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here,
And, ooh, nice catch.
You're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet.
So far, we haven't even had a chance to look at our, at the other offensive players there.
I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And another catch. And another first down. So far, Kansas City slowly but surely making their way down.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football.
I mean, Cleveland's going to have to do more, is going to have to come up with some, adjustments because what they're doing is not good enough.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up.
They could let the clock run down and go to the next quarter, but they might just get a playoff. We'll see.
Themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And another catch. And, well, he not quite a first down, but a completion nonetheless.
We're scoreless after 1.
And that was for 7 yards as we go to the second quarter. And in fact, that was a Browns fan who got himself his first tackle. So anyway, Najee, if you're still here, how are you doing, man?
7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's a run for
And a
Williams.
run, but they defended it really well. They anticipated it, and that's going to cost them 3 yards as Wilson gets a tackle for loss. The big play there if you're Cleveland for Wilson to get that stop there.
Able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
All right, so 3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
And Mahomes, he gets a completion, but it's not a first down. And in fact, actually, they even lost a yard because of it. And as a result, that's going to result in, I think that's going to be a field goal attempt.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they
Yep, they're going to go for a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And
his kick is good.
And it's good, just barely though. But it's a field goal.
From 56 yards out. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
And yeah, he barely made it, but it stayed in.
Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
All right, well, now we're going to see if Cleveland can answer back and make the adjustments that they need to on offense, because what they did, they didn't really get too many. I mean, they got about, 2 first downs, but then after that, they got stuffed.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Anyway, a catch, and that's going to go to the 26. All right, not bad. Anytime you get to 25 or better, that's a good return.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
I would think so too. So now it's up to Cleveland to score.
3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
All right. Cleveland. Mayfield with a catch. But, wow. I mean, he gets the catch, and it gets a couple of yards. Well, actually, he only got 1 yard on that.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense.
I mean, he caught it, but was unable to do anything with it. So a good catch there by Chubb, but it's just, you got to make some forward progress, and 1 yard's not going to cut it. All right, here we go. This time, that's going to do it.
get this one across
Baker
the 45
Mayfield with a first down, and he got it to Hunt.
18 and a first down.
Good catch there by
We
Hunt.
always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with.
Let's see, where is Najee?
Because he's right in your sight
I mean, he's supposed to be number 7,
so you're able to just get
unless they gave him another number or something.
Space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A first down throw from Mayfield.
And no! Wait a minute! Oh, it fumbled.
He lost the football. It's loose.
It was first it was intercepted, then fumbled, but it was recovered still by Kansas City.
On the INT.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks.
Wow!
I remember when I was playing and seeing a similar start. And seeing the head coach,
I mean, I honestly thought he had it. I thought he had the catch, but then...
And tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here. Because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
But
here's the Kansas
if you're a Browns fan, you got to be shaking your head wondering, wow.
Fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they...
So that's a turnover for Cleveland, and now Kansas City can, put this and make this much, much tougher. Mahomes.
That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson.
And another completion. So far, he's been 7 for 7.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using
so far, Cleveland, they won the NBA championship in 2016. So it's not like Cleveland has never won anything, but they have. But for Browns football, yeah, they haven't won it since '64.
I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And an incompletion. All right, so that's his first incompletion.
Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He handed off.
It's Williams.
And we got a flag.
Awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
And a face mask. That's, oh, come on, man. You just cannot be making those penalties.
Right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
You cannot give up first downs because Kansas City is just going to keep running it down your throat.
I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the
they hand it over.
Williams. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Second quarter, 2 minutes remaining.
All right, so 2-minute warning. I'll tell you what, if they can stop Kansas City from scoring at all, then especially as as they approach the end zone, I would have to think that's going to give Cleveland some momentum here. Oh, man, they made a move and another first down.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone,
I mean, he made Wilson miss.
Because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well,
there you see number 32, Mr. Browns fan. Now at the 30.
10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now here's Mahomes.
And another completion. Also, hey, Mr. P, what's up, man?
Before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And Mahomes nearly would have been sacked had he not gotten rid of that ball.
Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
All right, so 104, and Kansas City has all 3 timeouts left. It's good to see you, man.
Now it's Mahomes again. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly
and another
a minute
timeout.
to go before
I
halftime.
believe that was oh no, wait, that was the Chiefs who did that one. All right.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes.
And Mahomes, what? Intercepted! Intercepted!
Picked off inside the 5.
And he gets it all, and that was Browns fan who did it. Browns fan said he was going to get an interception, and he does. Intercepted by fan. Browns fan. Wow. What a heck of a catch. Look at this. Wow. Read the play. Ran as far as he could. I mean, of course he wasn't going to outbeat everybody. I mean, first of all, it was further away from the end zone. Yeah, look at that catch. Look at that.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range in time.
So that was a huge,
enticing.
Takeaway there. So now, both teams are even in terms of turnovers here.
Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
And a timeout by Cleveland.
Use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Not sure if Browns fans saw his own interception, but that was great.
In half number 1. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up
all right, 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Doesn't get it.
Incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 3rd
so
down.
now it's 3rd and 6.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And another completion, and he got it to the tight end, and they'll have to call a timeout, and they do.
35-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
All right.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
So far, it's 8 passes to 2 rushes. Let's see.
Going to the air again with Mayfield.
And another completion.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And all the way inside.
All right, so what's the call? Are they going to call timeout, run another play?
And he's the epitome of what we call
Or are they going to settle for the field goal?
Anywhere in the slot, out wide.
No, they're going to call timeout.
Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
All right, so they call timeout with 16 seconds left.
A first red zone opportunity.
All right, so it looks like they are going to take a shot at it. Let's see what they do.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
And they get him.
Taken down at the 21.
They get him, and Chris Jones was the one who got a big sack, and they needed that if they were going to stop Cleveland, and they do.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal.
So instead of possibly,
at the break.
What is it? I would have thought to, do a quick pass, if not, kick a field goal if you were unsure.
Welcome everybody to our abbreviated version.
But I understand why they went for it.
Sports halftime report. This one's been all about the defense. Just a lone field goal in that first half, and as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Incredible.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Ready for the start.
So now Kansas City will start with the ball. So now Cleveland is going to have to find a way to stop them.
Field it at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
All right, they start at the 26-yard line, and
26. Now
he fakes the handoff. And, ooh, that could have also been intercepted as well, but it's an incomplete pass.
And it's second down.
So
it's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run out on
all right, so they run it, but this time, yeah, they lose yardage as they were not fooled.
It's a loss
great tackle for loss there by Vernon.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And they get a completion, but I think they might have fallen short of first down. They did, by 1 yard.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I
mean, a great catch there by Sammy Watkins, but just a yard short of a first down.
Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
All right, so he gets it off. And
what a play
wow,
on
they
special
downed it at the
teams here. This is
2.
going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
So are they going to run or are they going to pass it? Let's see. They're going to pass it, but yep, they get a quick pass, and they get a couple more yards, only 2, but just a little bit more breathing room.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really
and they run it,
big plays
but that's only good enough for, okay, well, that's not a safety, as he did get out. And that, Najee is number 58. Okay, so I had the number wrong. So Najee is 58 on defense. Okay, so good play there by Najee, to take away an open lane and get a tackle for loss. So good job there by Najee. I don't know if you're not saying anything because you don't want to jinx, your team.
Let's see what they can do on third
but it's
down.
understandable though.
To throw, Mayfield.
He's gonna throw, and incomplete. And now they're gonna have some real bad field position, meaning because now Kansas City, when it comes down to a defensive game, field positioning is going to come down to just where you kick it and where it ends up.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Yep.
Returnable here from the 38.
Uh-oh. And he gets past the halfway point, so good job there by Hartman.
And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
So now Kansas City has a chance to add to their lead.
This close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Yellow. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins.
All right, so Watkins with a quick 2-yard reception.
The receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
53, Mike 53. Hey, keep it up.
On second down now, it's
And
Williams.
And Williams gets away, and he could go all the way, and he does. Oh man, they had him stopped, but instead he kept on his feet, and Williams gets in for a touchdown.
To extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point.
All right, so point after touchdown is good.
And that'll increase their lead to 10-0.
So 10-0. And while this game is not out of reach just yet, I mean, Cleveland's going to have to score and score relatively quick, because the longer it takes for you to score, the less likely it is that you will win. So, it's up to Cleveland to get the job done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
I mean, Cleveland had some very bad field position. Let's see if they get better.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get
Okay,
it up
much better,
to the
definitely.
29-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And I'm sure someone is missing out. What do you mean by that, Joshua?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Play action now. Here's
Fakes the
Mayfield.
handoff. And a completion. And they got it to Joku.
26 yards.
Good catch there by Joku.
There are so many things to watch for.
And, he was forced out of bounds, so the clock stops. That's also just as good. Just talking to myself.
Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
So, currently, so Joshua, for next year, are you still going to be on the Washington football team, or do you wish to move somewhere else? I'm just wondering, that's all.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Gets another completion, and nope, not an incompletion.
Hold on through the contact. Brings up
Or,
second down.
all right, well, where would you want to go?
A lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much
Staying on
separation.
Washington. Okay.
That's
all right. Cool. Not a problem.
And find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass here now.
But yeah, like I said, once Washington gets a brand new name, for their team, I will then get the newest edition of Madden at that time. And if I have to get it on PS5, then I'll have to save up for a PS5.
Normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Mayfield.
And a nice catch. So again, they still have time, but they got to get moving. Good job there by Joku.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mayfield now.
Mayfield. Oh, just a little off the mark. Had he actually gotten it, that would have been a huge 1st down and closing in on a touchdown.
They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
2nd and 10.
I couldn't get the words right, but there you go.
Now Mayfield.
Well, he gets a completion, but he didn't get very far.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good for 5, though. 3rd and 5 now.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed.
Okay.
Here's a tough 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mayfield.
And another incompletion.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down.
All right, well, it looks like they'll go for a field goal just to, get within one score.
And this one is right.
And they do. So now Cleveland's on the board finally. Now the question is, can they stop Kansas City?
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And hey, Lucky, what's up? Mr. Lucky Charms.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here.
Okay, a less than ideal return, but better than, you know, being pinned on the 1. And then Clinton saying hello to Lucky.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
And a first down for Kansas City.
Points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14
And
yards.
that's going to do it for the third quarter, so we're going to our fourth quarter finally.
I expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this electing to throw the football, swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
I mean, there you see Browns fan.
Mahomes now 13
The rest of his guys, let's see if they can get the stop right here. Bit of audible calling, and
working from the gun, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions.
so another
half.
first down, and
now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
Williams, well, they get about, I think about 8 yards on that one. So second and 2.
The key here, grind out some yardage, work on.
I mean, if you're Kansas City, you have the lead. The last thing you want to do is turn the ball over and give Cleveland a chance to tie the game.
Put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Again, it's Williams.
They hand it off again to Williams, but they can't get a first down.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, actually, they got a yard, but that's
on first down,
it's the first down that they need.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
And it looks like they're going to go for a pass play, and they got it.
Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
And of course, Baker Mayfield cannot believe that they got a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10.
But they did, and
play action. Now
they fake the handoff. And an incompletion.
Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on
here? A completion.
Just like that incomplete pass. I'm going to try to
and forced out of bounds
for this next play. 4 yards.
And that also stops the clock, which is important if you're Cleveland. You don't want the clock running. If you're Kansas City, you want the clock to run. And also, hey, Chris Clark, what's up, man?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Mahomes to throw once
now Mahomes gets the completion, and they get to the 9-yard line.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
I mean, even a field goal will put this game out of reach, especially with the amount of time that's left.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Dang, I think it's Ivor. What's Ivor?
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Oh, over.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The quick slant caught.
And they got it. Nice slant catch and a touchdown. If it wasn't over before, it is over now.
9-yard touchdown grab. The Chiefs are able to
great catch though. I mean, he could have just as easily dropped it, and it could have also just as easily been picked off. And Cleveland would have had another chance, but
it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3.
Yeah, you would have been better off having them not score at all and then getting the ball back.
With a Kansas City touchdown.
Especially with the amount of time that you have. So. Oh, and of course, there's their old coach. Well, yeah, true. They should have done that, but I mean, for
now
Cleveland, if they can score quick, and you know, if they score quick, they might have a chance. But if it takes too long to score a touchdown or anything for that matter, yeah, this game is pretty much over though.
Down by 2 touchdowns.
I mean, Mayfield just has not been able to get anything going, and that's not his fault, really. I mean, it's just that's how good the defense really is. So, anyway,
180. 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He's going to be dropped following a pickup.
All right, so another a completion for 7 yards.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
And a misfire.
It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll leave it for
and
Hunt,
a first down. Oh, we got a flag. What's this?
Late flag here too.
A face masking against Kansas City. That's their first penalty of the day.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter,
and we have Kareem Hunt with an injury timeout.
Discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game.
So we got an injury to Kareem Hunt, but even then, I don't think that's going to be much of an issue there. But I'm just hoping that he's all right. But yeah, that face mask penalty definitely gave him some more yards. And it also stops the clock because a defensive penalty stops the clock
mistake at this juncture is now
more often than not.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break
All right,
off
2nd and 2.
Still an effective gain, nonetheless.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Throwing
And
again on 2nd
wow,
down.
that was just not a good pass. Just not a good pass. I mean, now of course also you got to know that this is like 2nd year Baker Mayfield. This isn't like the Baker Mayfield of this past year. So this is 2nd year Mayfield, not 3rd year Mayfield.
Going to the air again with Mayfield.
And nice catch there. I don't know if that's enough for a first down though. No, it's not.
Holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Throwing, Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete.
And they get the completion and a timeout. So right now it's just a matter of can they score for pride.
Timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
And a tackle by Najee. And Najee, how do you feel about your team, moving forward?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
But for Browns fan, I have to think that you were happy to get to this point, but you would have loved to have won. And just like that, a sack to Mayfield.
Timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Yeah, there you see Firefox, a.k.a. Najee, number 58.
It's twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mayfield.
And he gets it.
Taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say
oh, he was out of bounds.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. You got a young quarterback.
Disappointing to see the season end like this. Yeah, it's always disappointing, really.
Because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target. But
I would love to, it would be awesome. And okay, that was. I thought for a moment that would have led to a flag, but no. 4th and 20. Let's see, did he even have it? Okay, I couldn't even see if it... Yeah, it was too far off the screen, so I can't see if he would have caught it or anyway, but it was a tough catch anyway.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, they're going to go for it.
So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, what a catch! And they will call timeout. Is that Kitchens calling the plays? I think so, Mr. Black. Anyway, how are you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Of course, I know that Mr. Damian Black is the owner of Mondo. And we have a flag. What's this? That's a false start.
To the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Get ready.
Just another black eye to Cleveland. You've been working lots? Okay. I had a feeling that the reason you were gone as long as you were was because of work, so it's not unusual, really. I mean, hell, I probably wouldn't be doing these streams at this time. Or actually, I would have started at this time.
For Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.
And that's going to end it, 17-3. Kansas City.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game.
Yeah, Kansas City.
In the 4th quarter,
17, Cleveland 3.
And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that
So
you
yeah,
finish,
as I
that
mentioned,
increases you
the
from
next time I get a new
you're playing
edition
football
of Madden
all the
will
way
probably
up
be
through. And they closed them out
once
with
they
a
change the
big-time
name
performance
of the
down
former
stretch.
Washington Redskins, and they give them a proper name. So yeah, I'm probably gonna wait until then. Can you trade me from Houston? Actually, Mr. Black, stick around. I'm going to show you something because, well, first and foremost, Kansas City moves on, and they beat the Browns. So here are our final four
That'll do it
teams.
for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
All right, thanks a lot.
We say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.
But they said there is a chance I know they keep football team. That's what I wonder too. You know. But as it stands, so our final four teams are the Kansas City Chiefs, the Tennessee Titans, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So those are the guys that you have. I've seen some people warming up to it with their playoff appearance merchandise. Might be selling well. Personally, kind of like the name. All right. Let's see. I forgot to congratulate you on tossing Rex out of a Rumble, TJ, and winning it. Yeah, I did. So, yeah, the Steelers will take on the Buccaneers in one semifinal matchup, and the other will see these Chiefs take on the Tennessee Titans. Now, the defensive stats are what we're going to look at. So, Najee has 4 tackles, 1 for loss. All right. Meanwhile, Browns fan has, what does he have? Oh, he has an interception with 27 interception yards. And he has 1 tackle. So 1 tackle and 1 interception. So while Browns fan had a great game, unfortunately, the defense for Kansas City just was too much for Baker Mayfield. He just couldn't get anything going. Anyway, I'll be right back. Anyway, I was actually about to tell you something, Mr. Black. Now, before you go, I really want you to see this. Now, I'm not sure if you know. I know that Blaze probably knows, but we do have a spot for you, Mr. Black, and it concerns the San Francisco 49ers because where is he? Is it cornerback? Yes, cornerback. There you see him, Jose Blanco. He got himself suspended. Well, he got himself in a lot of hot water and has done. I'm just ashamed of what he did. So, of course, simply put, Mr. Black, would you like to take over Jose Blanco's place? And whether you want to become a cornerback or if you want to go back to being a linebacker, I can do that for you. I can edit this. I can edit him. Like, I can edit like his name, his position, everything. But that's it. But that's if you want it. But basically, this is your chance to get out of Houston. So yeah, just name your. So yeah, just say it and we'll do it. Of course, I'll change some of the hometowns and whatnot, but There we go. Sounds good to me. All right, so okay, so are you going to be a cornerback or some other defensive position, or what position would you like to be, my friend? Oh, of course, I went past Texas like an idiot. Sam Houston. All right, I'll put you in Sam Houston, as well as. Okay, you want to be a linebacker. Okay, linebacker. Let's see. Wait. Let me keep you right here for now, because I'm gonna look at this really quick. Let me look at this really quick. Because I want to put you where there aren't. Okay, so there's 3 of them here. Only 1. And only 2. Okay, so they're going to need a right outside linebacker is what they'll need. So, okay. Okay. There we go. Oh, I forgot to save it like an absolute idiot there. Okay. Houston, Texas. Okay. So I just had to look back and see like what San Francisco needed. They needed a right outside linebacker, so I'm going to do that. I will add you right there. Oh, not a problem. Well, okay. Like I said, truth be told, he got himself. Basically, he just got himself, excommunicated from most other people that I know, including myself. So I wouldn't have been able to do it if had he not done it. I probably would have asked you what other team you would have went. I probably would have asked you like which team do you want to be traded to, but his departure made it easy for me to put it. So there you go. Also, last question is what number would you like on this team? Because I mean things like appearances and stuff like that, I can probably help you with that, but. Attributes, I'll do that off camera just because that takes a long time to do. It's a pain in the butt to do on camera, so I will spare you some time on that part there. But anyway, 56. Let's see if that's available. You fell asleep and had to put your baby. Oh, that's not a problem, Cruz. Not a problem. Okay, 56. Okay, so 56 is not available. The closest numbers are 52 and 59. So 56 is not available in this one. You had to tape your ribs again. Okay. $52? Alright, 52 school. Alright. Let's see. Okay, obviously we got to make you a little bit darker. Okay. Let's see how many. Okay, there's 21 faces. Okay. All right. So Mr. Black, just tell me what face is you. All right. I'll go through these slowly. Oh. Wait. Bottom 3? Wait, face number 3 or it's just face 1 through 21. I don't get what you mean though. Bottom number 3, or do you mean face number 3? I mean, face number 3 looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, but anyway. Oh, 7. Okay, 7 looks good. All right. Okay, your measurements look good. I'll let that stand. Okay, so you have pretty much standard fare with your uniform. Now, is there anything for your uniform that you would like? Anything certain that you want? I'll go through these slowly, and if not, and if you just want to leave it as it is, we'll do that. But here we go. All right. Is it okay for me to smoke outside while I'm listening? Well, yeah, as long as you can hear your baby, then yeah, smoke outside. But yeah, just don't smoke inside with the baby in there. It's not fun. You're good for now? Alright, cool. Okay, ratings. Okay, like I said, I'll do this off camera, because I know that's going to take a long time. Let's see. Okay, the only thing I could change is this and this. Oh, right. Okay, I might have to tweak you a little bit, but other than that, though, it's done. All right, let me save that. That way I don't have to do that all over again. All right, so congratulations, Mr. Black. You are now on the San Francisco 49ers. Understandable, Cruz. Understandable. Okay, let's see. Who else was here? I saw that let's see, who else was here? I saw that Crushing Kelly was here. Remnant. Looking forward to playing again. All right, not a problem. Do stay tuned. It's going to be a while before I do another playoff season, but it's cool. Well, just sometimes these things always, have a tendency to, come around, but it is what it is. And the funny thing is, there's also another guy, surnamed Black, that's on the 49ers too. So you and your brother are gonna get to play with alongside one another. But it is what it is. Not sure if DKO is still here or Crushing Kelly, but can I get drafted? Yeah, you're on the Ravens. Now, of course, if you want to move to another team, you're more than welcome to say so, but I just know that Walter and Kyle are just the people that would stay with their team until unless they were traded or something. All right. Now, of course, you won't be able to play with the Chiefs until next playoff season because if I add you to the Chiefs, that's kind of like cheating. But I'll be sure to put you on for next playoff season. Now, of course, if someone there are a few times where I might have to put in somebody because of suspension and whatnot, but yeah. We'll see how well you do when you get to Kansas City. I think that would be great. Until then, I think that's going to do it, unless someone else comes in. But yeah, and of course, Blaze is ready for next week. as am I. So I'm probably I'm gonna still talk to Tanman and see when we can do the semifinals, because I would love for him to be there, as well as the Super Bowl, as well as getting ready for the IRL Super Bowl. But until then, this is the Blue Toad, Deju22, signing off, saying goodbye, and I will see you again for another stream. Now, what I'll stream next, I'll get back to you on that one. But just know that next week will be the semifinals. So until then, have a great day, stay safe, and I will see you next time. Peace.